We shall continue with the fourth chapter of Physics Class 11, Motion in a Plane. Resolution of vectors. Unit vector. A unit vector is a vector of unit magnitude and points in a particular direction. So if a vector has got unit magnitude, then you call it as a unit vector and it will always point in a particular direction. It has no dimension, only specified direction. So it has only direction but no dimension. Unit vectors along x, y and z axis of a rectangular coordinate system are I cap, j cap and k cap. Now unit vector along x, y, z axis are I cap, j cap and k cap. Cap symbolizes they are unit vector. Since unit vector have got magnitude unity, therefore magnitude of I cap equal to magnitude of j cap equal to magnitude of k cap equal to 1. X, Y, Z are perpendicular to each other, therefore I cap perpendicular to j cap perpendicular to k cap. If n cap is a unit vector along vector A, then n cap equal to vector A divided by magnitude of A. So if you want to find the unit vector along any vector, then this is the formula. So n cap is the unit vector along vector A, then the formula to find n cap equal to vector A divided by magnitude of vector A. Now we shall resolve the vector. Consider vector A that lie in xy plane. So here is a vector A which is in xy plane. Draw a line from head of vector A perpendicular to coordinate axis to get vector A1 and vector A2 such that A1 plus A2 equal to vector A. Now from the head of this vector A we have to draw perpendicular on the axis. So on the x-axis this is the perpendicular from the head of A, that is A1, and from the head of A perpendicular on the y-axis is this one, this is a perpendicular and that value is A2. Now this is a rectangle and rectangle is parallelogram. Therefore this A can be written as A1 plus A2. Since A1 parallel to I cap and A2 parallel to j cap, therefore A1 equal to AX I cap and A2 is equal to AY j cap, where AX and AY belongs to R. Now this A1 is on the x-axis, so it is parallel to I cap. So A1 can be written as AX I cap and A2 is on the y-axis, so it is parallel to j cap, so it can be written as AY j cap. And now if you put these two values in this, then you get vector A is equal to AX I cap plus AY j cap, where AX and AY are x and y components of vector A. So this is in a component form. AX and AY are the component on x and y axis for vector A. If vector A makes angle theta with x-axis. Now suppose this vector A makes some angle theta with x-axis. Then by using trigonometry we can say that AX is equal to A cos theta and AY is equal to A sin theta. A is the magnitude. So now we can represent vector A in two ways. Number one, magnitude A and its direction theta it makes with x-axis, and number two is component AX and AY. Now I will square these and add together. Okay, square both and add together. So AX square plus AY square is equal to A square cos square theta by A square sin square theta. Okay, see I have done here. AX square plus AY square equal to A square cos square theta plus A square sin square theta. If you take A square common, you get A square cos square theta plus sin square theta. But this value by trigonometry, you know this is 1. So A square into 1 gives you A square. So you have to do that A square equal to AX square plus AY square. Take square root on both the sides. So here you get A equal to under the square root. This can be written as AX square plus AY square. Now suppose you take the ratio of this. Okay, A sin theta divided by A cos theta, that is AY divided by AX. So I have written here A cos sin theta by A cos theta, that is A if you cut it gives you tan theta. Okay, and A sin theta is AY and A cos theta is AX. Now suppose tan you transfer over here, then it becomes inverse and here remains theta equal to tan inverse AY by AX. So this is the direction and this is the magnitude A. Okay, now this is in the plane or in a 2 dimension. In 3 dimension also we can resolve. So to resolve vector A into 3 components along x, y, z axis in 3 dimensions. So in 3 dimension how to do? If alpha, beta and gamma are the angles between vector A and x, y, z axis respectively, Then we can say ax is equal to a cos alpha, ay is equal to a cos beta, az is equal to a cos gamma. Then in general, okay, like this, how we have resolved this vector a, okay, this value. So same way now we'll use one more component in the z axis. So we can write vector a is equal to ax I cap plus ay j cap plus az k cap, and magnitude, this is the magnitude. So magnitude of vector a is equal to square root of ax square, this one, plus ay square plus az square. The position vector are equal to x I cap plus y j cap plus z k cap. Here is the figure. You can see this is vector A in 3 dimension. Okay, so this vector A is making angle alpha with x axis. With y axis it is making angle beta, and with the z axis it is making angle gamma. Okay, and this distance is ax, this distance is az, and this distance is ay. Vector addition analytic method. We have done graphical method. Now we will do vector addition of by analytic method. Consider two vectors a and b in xy plane with components ax, ay and bx, by. Then we can write vector as ax I cap plus ay j cap and vector b as bx I cap plus ay j cap. Let r be their sum. So vector I is equal to vector a plus vector b. Put vector a value, this one, ax I cap plus ay j cap plus vector b bx I cap plus by j cap. Now I component you have to add and j component you have to add. So from I component I'll take I common and j component j common. So I can write this as ax plus bx I cap plus ay plus by j cap. This can be taken as rx I cap plus this can be taken as ry j cap. This is in plane, xy plane. Now suppose in 3 dimension, then in 3 dimension you have to add one more component. So if you have got vector a, it will become ax I cap plus ay j cap plus az k cap because it is in the 3 dimension, and b will be bx I cap plus by j cap plus bz k cap. Then let us add this r equal to a plus b equal to all the x component, y component, z component, or I component, j and k component. So here ax plus bx I cap plus ay plus by j cap plus az plus bz k cap. This can be written as rx I cap plus ry j cap plus rz k cap. Now in another general way, if you have got addition and subtraction, then we can say r is equal to a plus b minus c. Then this can be as ax plus bx minus cx I cap plus ay plus by minus cy j cap plus az plus bz minus cz k cap. Example 4.1. Rain is falling vertically with a speed of 35 meters per second. Wind starts blowing after some time with a speed of 12 meters per second in east to west direction. In which direction should a boy waiting at a bus stop hold his umbrella? Suppose this is east and west, this is north and south. The rain is falling from vertically like this, okay, from north to south. So coming in this way, so this is VR vector, and the wind is blowing in east to west. So this is my velocity of the wind, and this is the resultant of this. By if you are complete the parallelogram, then this will be the diagonal. So this is the resultant and this is the direction. That velocity of rain VR is equal to 35 meters per second given in the question. Velocity of wind VW is equal to 12 meters per second. Now by rule of vector addition, r is equal to square root of VR square plus VW square. Okay, this formula I am using. So VR is given to you 35 square plus VW is 12 square under the square root equal to 35 square is 1225 plus 12 square is 144. Add up this, so you get equal to square root of 1369. This is 37 into 37. That means if you take square root of this, you get 37 meters per second. The direction theta that r makes with vertical, tan theta is equal to VW divided by VR. Okay, we are using this formula. Tan theta is equal to AY divided by AX. Okay, this formula I am using. So here VW is 12 and VR is 35. Find the division, you get 0.343. 10 you transfer over here, you get theta is equal to tan inverse 0.343, and this is value is 19 degree. Therefore the boy should hold his umbrella in the vertical plane at angle 19 degree with the vertical towards the east. So here this is the answer for example 4.1. We'll keep this much for today. Thank you very much.